Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On the counter, here's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's his throw incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he has brought this one back. A fair recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
Give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
First down, Broncos.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
To throw is Wilson. He sets to fire deep. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throw left side, completion to Rice. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Chiefs had a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap,
You're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
These two teams all tied after 1. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Rice. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Yellow! Come back!
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Hey, 57, 57. Easy.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he'll find Hall. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking right side, he's got him in. That's Perry. Well, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let
the ball comes out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Perry, the man in motion. Straight ahead is Hall.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I can assure you, setting up a screen, is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Yellow, yellow.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mahomes now to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mahomes going to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Butker on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Tackled on the play by Damari Mathis.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Yellow.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9.
Hey, 43. Hey, color. Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown! Noah Gray, his first touchdown on the year. And the
Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
35, Broncos 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Marvin Mims on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
2nd down and a yard. Now Wilson. Into the hands of Patrick left side. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards.
So often we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Will go, it's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Yo. All right.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time.
He's got it in, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 72 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
15.
They'll try to run with Hall. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Hall. And this time he is in. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final
boy Breece Hall, baby.
half.
Let's get it.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield.
This division is mine. With
With
all due respect.
Defender, I can tell you,
With all due respect, this division right here is mine.
Instead of throwing it.
Let it be known.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And a route is on here in this first
Let
half.
it be known.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. And Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
They were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight there, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for me.
Damn, they coming off that edge like it's nothing.
Yes, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
43!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Look at Patrick
Down,
Surtain.
Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep for Denver, the rookie Marvin Mims. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, damn.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
This is pause. Oh.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Great catch and first down by Kelsey, who somehow continues to improve. 10 seasons and 7 All-Pro nods in. At this point, we've moved past just calling him a future Hall of Famer. Now we need to just start saying he's one of the greatest to ever play the position.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hero 15.
A give running right is Hall. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Hey, 43, 15.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
15. 15.
Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 49 yards.
And the Chiefs just continue to roll. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They begin the drive with Williams. Nice footwork at the 25. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Paul ought to give up the middle. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, he had to bring it in to bring some type of pressure. Had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
On third down, here's Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Dances by him, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
God damn.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's Hall again. He'll get this down to the 38. A gain of 3, 2nd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll give to Hall. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be here. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat on that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
A handoff from Hall. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Hall again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Breece Hall. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Actually, the right motherfucker
now had the extra point.
Great shit.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
These old linemen don't do shit in a run game. Gotta pancake somebody, dog.
Here's Butker on to kick it away.
These boys.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
He stepped back.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Third and 2, now Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Wow, pretty quick burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Completes it to Perry.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses, they stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown, Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wilson. And now here is another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Mahomes going to throw it here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perry. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker.
GG's, man. GG's. Let's run this thing out.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Oh, yeah.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance, and by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense. A complete team.